The twin-engine deck-based fighter or the ORCA fighter jet program is supposed to be a joint development between the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy, and it is currently waiting for government's approval for funding, as well as participation of the Indian Air Force in the program, as it has not made any official commitment to join the program, and the Air Force is planning to have a round-table meeting with all the stakeholders. The Aeronautical Development Agency has asked for $2 billion in developmental funds for the program, which is more than the 9,000 crore rupees spent on the research and development of the Tejas program over 3 decades. The Indian Navy is ready to partially fund the program, but it wants the Indian Air Force and the Defence Ministry to share a certain percentage of the developmental cost in a later stage. The Program Director of Combat Aircraft at Aeronautical Development Agency has said that the work on the medium-weight fighter jet is proceeding as per schedule, and it will have the capacity to conduct operations inside enemy territory with heavy standoff systems like Crystal Maze and Spice 2000, and its indigenous ACE radar system has a very high resistance to jamming during engagement. He also added that the Indian Air Force have given a written commitment to the agency that it would procure the 5.5 generation AMCA stealth fighter jet. India's Chief of Defence Staff had recently said that India will employ a staggered purchase approach for its future defence procurements, but top experts have said that India had previously employed the staggered purchase plan, which has already shown the bigger problems in Indian defence procurement or production process, which include the expensive spare parts and logistics in the case of the T-90, repeated delays in overhaul and maintenance of Su-30, and low operational availability of AWACS aircraft. The decision to buy 21 additional MiG-29 fighter jets from Russia at $39 million per aircraft seems cheap, but they will require an additional $13 million upgrade to meet the specifications, only to decommission the MiG-29 squadron by 2032. India has fast-tracked negotiations to acquire 10 Russian Ka-31 airborne early warning and control helicopters, so that it is available for the commissioning of India's second aircraft carrier in 2021. The 3,600 crore rupees deal was approved by the Ministry of Defence way back in May 2019, and 4 Ka-31 helicopters are expected to be operated from the second carrier. Top experts have said that the sale of indigenous radar systems to Armenia is a strong step towards deepening strategic ties with the adversarial neighbors of Turkey, and similar defense deals with Greece and Cyprus could follow in the coming months, if Turkey doesn't reconsider its opposition to India, who is also supplying Pakistan with latest defense equipments. Prime Minister Modi had cancelled his visit to Turkey, and cancelled the $2.3 billion deal with Turkish shipyard for 5 fleet support ships, followed by a reduction in imports from Turkey.